Well, how y'all are this afternoon? Actually, this morning, with the train going by. It's your old buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on, hey, I got this old used gun. And the old used gun I got today is a Combat Master Peace in, is a Model 15, 38 Special. A Combat Master Peace in 22 is an 18. This is the pre-18. This is the one that they made in the 40s, the very first one that they made. And this is a highly collectible gun. I'm really lucky to be able to bring it out here and show it to you. So it's a standard K-frame gun, okay, in every way. Adjustable sights, ramp front, just like a Model 15 Smith & Wesson, just like Combat Master Peace. Except it's in 22. Now, we're going to look at this gun right quick before we go to shooting. Of course, it's from the pin barrel era. This gun is extremely valuable. I'm amazed that the owner even let me bring it out to the range and look at it. It's five screw, got one up here. I believe that's how you get the cylinder out of the gun, is with the 5th screw. Whereas on newer ones, it's this screw here. Standard K-frame in every way. And looking at the gun, it is in 98% condition or better. Okay, it's extremely clean. It's extremely beautiful, and it's in the 9 to 10 finger range retail value. And we're still going to shoot it. So let's shoot it. I don't have a target up down there, but I've got some steels, and we'll turn the camera around and see if I can hit anything with it. Again, cold gun, never fired it before, you know, have no idea how it shoots, got no dope on it whatsoever, and we're shooting at steel targets at 25 yards. All right, here we go. Let's turn this thing around here and just see how silly I'm going to look today. Turn that guy around there like that. Got a little wind going now. I guess I better put some ear mufflers on. Okay. Large steel silhouette, 25 yards, 6 on single, 6 on double. Here we go. Get that bill pushed back there a little way. We're still on the morning sun. I hit it. It's moving. Me and Steph were over here working on targets yesterday. It's pretty smooth, buddy. I think that's it. Lost count. I think that's it. Lost count. Yeah. Well, they come out of there pretty nice. Turn that boy around there. Here we can see what we're doing. Get her re-geladened. Geladen. That's German for loaded. The reason why I know that's because on the extractor of a Luger, when it's elevated, indicating that there's a round in the chamber, it says gelatin on the extractor. All right, let's get back here and fire-rotate that gun a little bit on double action, see how we do. Boy, it's shaking. There's days, buddy, when I could thread a sewing machine and it running. Oh, this is a smoothie, buddy. You know what a smoothie is. That big iron thing that you take the wrinkles out of your clothes with, a smoothie. Hit. Hey, this is, we shoot it one more round. We don't want to shoot any of the value off this thing. You know, that's the problem with having collectible guns. You take them out the range, you shoot value off of them. You know, I never thought about that till I bought a machine gun. Everybody wants to shoot it. Before you know it, that $10,000 machine gun's now a $6,000 machine gun because you done shot all the damn value off of it. All right, let's try some littles. We got a quarter size silhouette target that was donated to us, and we hung it up last night. Let's see if we can hit it. Yeah. This is a good upholstery gun. Every upholsterer needs one of these things, because it's a tack driver. Even as badly as I shake, this gun shoots good. I'm not saying you should go out and buy a $1,000 gun, but here's the deal. This gun was made, they made them. When this gun was made, they made good guns. All right then, that's about the size of it. Is it worth 10 fingers? Well, what do we look at? Well, we look at the condition of the gun overall, and this one's in 98% condition. Mechanically, it's perfect. And because of its age and era of manufacture, makes it a super collectible gun. So why would you make a combat masterpiece in .22 long rifle? And why would you make a Colt Trooper and .22 long rifle? You know, well, because back in the day, city governments were cheap. Okay, that's what it comes down to. Even a police academy with very low firearms standards would have a cadet shooting 2,000 or 3,000 rounds a month, you know, to get super firearms proficiency going, which is, even in the day, that was required for a peace officer to have super firearms proficiency. I went to the Academy of the Commonwealth of Kentucky when it was 6 weeks long. 5 weeks of it was on the range at some time during the day. I mean, you know, we'd be in a legal class or a first aid class or trying to get a car out of a spin when the co-driver's got his foot on the brake and the gas at the same time, in a big parking lot full of diesel fuel and water, you know. But when you were done with that for the day, you went to range and fired 500, 600, 700 rounds. Okay? So it's an expensive proposition. So a lot of cities would order from Smith & Wesson or Colt their standard service arm in .22 long rifle. So today you go into a gun store and there it is, a 4-inch Colt Python in .22 long rifle. Not a Diamondback, but a Python. You know, or they're kind of rare. Mostly you see them in Trooper and Lawman. Smith & Wesson, you see them in, occasionally you see a Model 10 in .22 long rifle, but generally you see a Model 15 variant in .22 long rifle. And a Highway Patrol in .22 long rifle. I've seen a lot of those. So that's the idea. They were cheap, you know. The same reason why law enforcement agencies are giving up on 40s and going back to 9mm. Not because 9mm are better as a law enforcement cartridge, but because 40s are $30 a box and 9mm are $8 a box. That's what it comes down to. And when you're buying 500,000 rounds a year, it runs into money. Well, anyway, that's about it. That gives you an explanation on why you can buy a service revolver in .22 long rifle. All right, then. Like, take, share, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me $1 in the Patreon bucket, or my wife's established a GoFundMe page to pay for my final expenses. I didn't like the idea of it to begin with, but when I got to thinking about Annie having to sell off everything we had built over the years to pay for my final expenses and then move into a rented trailer out by an oil derrick, you know, where the cops need to have a substation. Uh, I got thinking about it, So there'll be a link in the description, a link to the GoFundMe page in the description box on this video. Be thinking about it. Anything you can do would be greatly appreciated. All right, then. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. And God bless each and every one of us. Join the NRA. We'll see you when we see you. Bye now.